This is Real Life with Deb Waterbury, a real show for real people with real issues. And now, here's your host, Dr. Deb Waterbury.
Welcome to our Christmas special, this on Real Life with Deb Waterbury. We're entering into the Christmas season now at the beginning of December, and I thought it'd be really kind of fun to have a couple of my friends on this panel to talk about some like Christmas family stuff. You know, we all have our own Christmas traditions, and having lived here in Tucson now for like 22 years, which is a long darn time, and we have so many cultures within this community. It's interesting. You know, I lived in the Philippines for 3 years as well, and then in England for 4 years, and it's interesting to me what different cultures and different family backgrounds have as Christmas traditions, or even like Christmas memories. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about that, and just, you know, and then I'd love to hear from anybody who's watching or listening. If you have a family tradition that you'd love to share, you know, get on our YouTube channel and share that with us. We'd love to hear all about those. But who I have on the panel today is I've got KRISTEN TENNISWOod, Angelica Bravo. You've seen Angelica before. She's been on the show before. And Cindy Morris. And so the four of us are going to talk a little bit about our own Christmas traditions. And like I said, if you have any you'd like to share, we'd love to hear those. Family's important at Christmas time. Yes. And, you know, I always miss mine. I'm from Tennessee. Y'all know that. And y'all are from North Carolina. Yes. You're from somewhere else entirely. And in that, you know, I know that when I was living in the Philippines, when I was living in England, there was that song by Amy Grant, Tender Tennessee Christmas. Y'all remember that song? Oh, yeah. Every single time I'd hear that song, I would weep and bawl like a baby, just because I miss so many things. And, you know, my mama was always really good about making sure we had amazing Christmas traditions, and I always tried to make sure my boys had those as well. Yeah. But growing up, we didn't have a whole lot of money, and Mama would always, you know, we'd always make sure we had our Christmas cookies, and we would decorate the cookies, and we'd all put the tree together at the same, you know, together. And Mom always had the big Christmas breakfast and then big Christmas lunch, and I can remember that Mom and Daddy would never let us come down the steps and look at our presents until they were up first. That had to happen first, and I always had to make. I remember my brother and my sister and I waiting at the top of the steps, waiting to hear Daddy's spoon clinking on the side of his cup, because we knew then he had his cup of coffee and it was safe to go downstairs. And that was all. We would sit up there and just wait to hear clink, 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 and then we're like, yes, he's got coffee, we can go downstairs. And that was always our cue to go down, and we could open our presents and stuff. And so, you know, with my boys, I tried to do a lot of the same sorts of things. They still know not to come around me unless they've heard the clinking of the coffee cup. But still, you know, we do, and even now that they're 30 and 33, we still have the Christmas breakfast and Christmas lunch and make all the cookies, and, you know, all those little traditions that we try to keep in place, because family's so important. Yeah. But not everybody does the same thing. So KRISTEN, and Cindy's your mama, so you got to be really careful about what you say right now.
I know. We're going to have a lot of the same ones too, but I do have to be careful what I say.
Yes, you do. So tell me, what is like your favorite, first off, memory of growing up in Christmas time?
Well, I mean, you know, we had such a big family and would always get together. My aunt would come down from Chicago, so that was always fun.
Right.
And so we'd all go to the airport and pick her up together, and so that was always a really, really good memory of mine. Yeah. But we'd always have biscuits and gravy every Christmas morning.
Oh, yes.
So for me, well, I love food, but and being from the South, biscuits and gravy is just where it's at.
That's where we always had that too. Yeah. Still do. And so did you have like any like gift giving things? You know, some people open something, a certain one on Christmas Eve, and
we did. Sometimes we would open like one on Christmas Eve. So that was always fun. You know, we would do, but then, you know, we'd wake up Christmas morning and there'd be a big Santa present sitting under the tree already open. Yeah. Or, you know, I mean, it was just always something. It was really cool. Oh. Very exciting.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know. And so Cindy, I'll ask you next, since you're her mama. And I'm sure that she put this, so they are, you know, mother and daughter. If you could think of one that she didn't mention, what would be one that you think of more?
Well, Christmas was such a big time in my family's life. It was bigger than anything else. My dad really got into it, and so a lot of that was more than when KRISTEN wasn't around when I was growing up. Right. And for some reason, it was just one of the most important things during the year for us. Yes. And we just made a big deal about it. And we went all out. I mean, we got presents during the year and different things, but we really went all out at Christmas time. So people got lots and lots of presents, and we still do that.
Yes.
But really, the dinner, we cook the same dinner for years and years and years. And so we have the same food every single year, and we love it.
Yes.
We just love it.
I tell you, know, and I'm not going to let you go in a minute, Angelica, but as y'all talk, of course, I think about myself. And so, so you know, as my boys have, because we did the same thing, we always had the same food every single year, and I did that with my boys too for a while, and they'd get so bored. So eventually, what we've done as they've gotten older is we've finally gone away from that, and now we do a different nation every year. So, which is fun for me because I love to cook, and so we choose every year. We'll choose what the next year's nation is going to be, and so we, you know, we've done China, we've done Spain, and Greece, and England, and Germany, and it's been really fun. We did Italy as well, which was the one year my oldest son decided he was a vegetarian. Was of course the one year, some vegetarian kick, and that was our Italian year. So I learned to make a lot of the vegetarian Italian meals and stuff. But we had we've developed different ones, but that whole food thing is, and from the South, and I know from being Hispanic, that all centers around food too, doesn't it? Yep. So Angelica, that, because I know that you have serious Christmas traditions. This is your home, and you can whip Christmas out in the heartbeat. You've already noticed that. So tell us, what is, like, first off, your favorite memory of Christmas?
Oh, my favorite memory is probably my mom made it very special. Like, even not having a lot, we didn't have a lot, but Christmas, it wasn't about that. It was about just the gifts and like being together. And I come from a very large Hispanic family, so it was like divide and conquer. So it was like hustle and bustle. We'd open presents at our house. Yes. Then we'd rush to my mom's and spend the afternoon there. And then the evening we'd spend it with my dad's family. Oh. So it was like I got to see my whole family on a Christmas.
Real family thing.
Yeah.
So did you continue that with your children?
We still do it now.
Yeah. Yes. With your family, or with your mom and stuff?
I have grandparents on both sides.
I see.
So we still...
Y'all are traveling a lot on Christmas.
Yes.
And that's true. I mean, because Christmas really is about family. And a lot of people talk about that it's really about, you're having to go from house to house to house. And it seems like it's a pain, but then you really wouldn't have it any other way.
Which is my normal, not my husband's normal. So transitioning that into our marriage was hard because that's how I grew up.
Right.
Go, 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 go.
Yes.
So going from that to not, like, for him was, whoa, what, we're going where? Like, we're at home all day with my family. So, but now it's like...
Can be, and that was us when we lived in Tennessee. Now that all my family's still in Tennessee and we're here in Arizona, we can stay in our PJs all day, which has become a tradition as well. We kind of like that. So what do you do specifically, like, just around your children? I mean, what do you think it is that's the most special thing?
What we do here is, because we travel, and of course, being pastors, church, we do church Christmas Eve. So we don't really do anything Christmas Eve. So Christmas Day, we've either left Christmas Eve to travel to be with our families.
Right.
So I always make sure that I have Christmas at home. It's not ever on the 25th.
Right.
But we have our own Christmas.
Aww.
So our kids know, like, tomorrow's our Christmas.
Yes.
So they still have that anticipation of, we wake up, we open gifts. They have their Christmas in their home.
That's exciting,
open
too.
Their gifts.
They get, like, 2 Christmases.
They get, like,
4 Christmases.
Yeah. It's insane.
But and what I'm hearing, the common denominator, and I don't mean this against any single fathers out there, but it really, because it can be around father too, but it really does seem to be centered around mom. Mom is the one who is going to keep those traditions going. Mom is the one who kind of drives this, especially because Christmas is about our Savior, and we know that. And of course, none of us forget that. That's your number one thing. Yeah. I think that's God honoring that we make it then around our families. And mamas are the ones who are going to drive that.
That's true.
Mama drives that every
time.
Yeah. We're the ones who keep that alive. Daddy sometimes is sitting there going, how much longer has this got to go on?
How much more money do I got to spend?
Yeah, my husband's more like, how many presents did you buy? What is wrong with you?
Is this going to take?
Exactly, yeah. But it really is about keeping the special family giving and understanding, not ever forgetting the reason for the season.
And for us, it's the buildup of Christmas.
Yes.
Like, we do cookies before we put our tree up before Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yes, we're one of those. So we put up our tree before Thanksgiving. So it's just like the tradition and the build up to Christmas Day.
Yes. Oh, and I get excited right now. We're not even at Halloween in our actual time period right now, and I am dying right now to get to Christmas time. It is the way that you were raised, and it is a very special time. And I know that all of y'all have your own special traditions, and we didn't even name. I know y'all have a lot, and I know you have a lot. Yes. And even though I interrupted a lot, I did have a whole lot more that I could have told. We all have our own traditions, and like I said, I would love to hear some of yours. Amidst all those traditions, however, and as we're entering this season, this is the very beginning of the Christmas season. It is so important, especially within the culture we have right now, that we remember to put the emphasis on Jesus and put the emphasis on the whole point of this season, and not call, Happy Holidays has its place, but this is Merry Christmas because this is Jesus. And so we want to make sure we do that. And in the midst of all these traditions that we have for our children, and making it special for them, because I do believe that's God honoring, make this holiday special for our family, that we make it special with Jesus at the center of that. And that too is driven by mom and dad. It's driven by parents. And so take that responsibility. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm so looking forward to the season coming. It just makes me excited just seeing the pretty decorations. I'm going to have to go get mine out now. Well, God bless you guys. Merry Christmas. I pray this is going to be such a blessed season for you. So make sure you let us know any of your traditions. We want to hear about them. And we'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me today on this episode of Real Life with Deb Waterbury. I hope it's been a blessing to you as much as it was to me. If you want any of my books or information on articles or any of my speaking engagements, you can go to my website at debwaterbury.com. God bless you.